Hello, I'm Anna Cabrera. We are breaking news right now here on CNN. We have just learned the Justice Department is preparing to bring charges against New Jersey Senator Robert Menendez. Now, they would be criminal charges of corruption. Let's bring in our Justice reporter, Evan Perez. Evan, what are the allegations here?
Well, Anna, the Attorney General Eric Holder, in one of his final acts before he leaves office, has signed off on prosecutors' requests to bring charges against Senator Robert Menendez. This is a case that's been going on for several years. Prosecutors here in Washington for the Justice Department's Public Integrity Section have been focusing on his relationship with a doctor, an ophthalmologist in Florida, whose name is Solomon Melgen. The focus of this investigation goes back to 2010 and some trips, lavish trips, according to the government, that Dr. Melgen provided to Senator Menendez, along with campaign donations both to the Democratic Party and to the senator. According to the government, the senator got these gifts and these donations, and in exchange for that, he tried to influence things in the government on behalf of Dr. Melgen. Now, that includes a dispute that the doctor had with the Medicaid administrator because he was being accused of fraud. And then secondly, he was also pushing a contract that the doctor had a company that had a contract down in the Dominican Republic. And so this is the focus of the investigation by the Justice Department. We expect that these charges are going to come in the next couple of weeks. This is something that's been a long time in coming, but at the Justice Department.
I want to bring in CNN's chief political analyst, Gloria Borger now. Gloria, give us a little bit more insight into Senator Menendez. I know he is a pretty high-ranking Democrat.
Yeah, he is a high-ranking Democrat, was chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee when Democrats held control. And I think what my colleague Evan's good reporting is really outlining here is sort of the classic charge of quid pro quo, which is that you have a large contributor who's been very generous to you over the years. Don't forget, the senator's office had to pay back, I believe, $58,000 in plane trips for 2010 for failing to disclose them. So this is somebody he was very close to, and the quid pro quo comes with the allegations that he intervened with federal Medicare administrators who alleged that his friend had been overbilling them. So I think that this is, this is one of those classic cases. The Justice Department obviously feels that given the testimony they've now gotten that they can proceed with these charges. As you know, Senator Menendez has been fighting this for quite some time.
And he's also been an outspoken critic most recently of President Obama. He's been a little bit of a polarizing figure right within the party, right? Yeah,
well, he's been critical of the president on Cuba, for example, very strongly, and I think it's a criticism the president had to take quite seriously when he changed his Cuba policy, given Menendez's position within the party. But I wouldn't say that his criticism of Obama is directly linked to anything the Justice Department is or is not doing.
I also wonder what it's going to mean for the Democratic Party in general. We have the Hillary Clinton stuff this week, and now this new information. How big of a shakeup is that party going through and seeing right now?
I think you have to look at those things through very separate lenses. You know, Menendez is, while a powerful person on Capitol Hill, is not running for the presidency. Hillary Clinton is in a very different position, and of course, you cannot equate this question of her using her private email with the sort of charges that the Justice Department might be bringing against Menendez. I mean, it's really kind of an apple and an orange. And again, Hillary Clinton is in the presidential spotlight, and that's a very different level of scrutiny when you're a presidential candidate. I think Hillary Clinton has got to expect a lot more scrutiny. And by the way, she's had a lifetime of scrutiny, as you know, for decades. I think with Senator Menendez, it's a very different story.
And Evan, I know you mentioned that the charges could come sometime in the next couple of weeks or so, but this goes back to 2010, as you say. So what do you know about why now?
Well, one reason is because some of these allegations are nearing the end of their statute of limitations. Prosecutors and investigators of the FBI have 5 years to bring charges like this, and so they're nearing the end of that time, so they have to act pretty quickly. I should add, Anna, that we've reached out to Senator Menendez's office. They are not yet providing a comment, but we should also say that he has very strenuously denied that he's done anything wrong previously. We've talked to him before. Obviously, these are allegations that have dogged him for many, many years, and he has repeatedly denied that he did anything wrong. As Gloria mentioned, he paid back the $58,000, which was the cost of a couple of flights, trips he took down to the Dominican Republic with Dr. Melgen. And also, he has denied wrongdoing on this and some of the other things, because the FBI really looked at a host of issues, including, if you remember, there were some allegations that he had hired prostitutes while he was down in the Dominican Republic with Dr. Melgen, and also that he had improperly intervened on behalf of a couple of very wealthy bankers from Ecuador.